Hey guys, it's Jerica with WZPL. I am across from Hozier, ahead of your sold-out show at Ruoff tonight.
Hey.
I barely can look you in the eyes, one, because you're taller than me, and two, I've been a really huge fan from the very beginning, so I'm so mind-blown to be talking to you right now.
Thank you very much.
100%.
Oh my goodness. Thank you.
Of course. Let's talk Too Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So you had the meteoric success of Taking Me to Church at the beginning. Then you had amazing singles like Eat Your Young and Sweet Music to now Too Sweet that's grabbed the hearts and minds of TikTok, our listeners, and generally people with good taste. How does the success of this release feel looking back?
Yeah, it was definitely unexpected. You know, I'm glad we released it. There was a chance that we weren't. You know, it's a song that sort of fought for a place on the album and I couldn't seem to make it work among the others. I mean, it's really cool. It's nice to be doing this like 9-10 years now, and to be surprised like that. It's really encouraging, I will say. It kind of puts wind in your sails a little bit that people are there to listen and enjoy the work, and it just feels like this connected very naturally, you know.
That's awesome. I was definitely part of the TikTok, like, whoa, this song is just so great, and I can't believe it was never on the album in the first place.
Yeah.
I understand that it didn't really fall in with the concept that you were working with.
Yeah, it was more that there was 2 songs that were vying for it. So the album is arranged into themes,
right?
9 circles and 9 themes after the Dante poem, you know, and Gluttony is Too Sweet, and so was Eat Your Young, and Eat Your Young won that.
They're both so amazing.
Right.
Too Sweet, again, B-side from Unreal Unearth, Dante's Inferno.
Mm-hmm.
When you were going to start writing that album, did you like lay out all 9 and be like, all right, I'm trying Gluttony today?
Yeah, it was more like letting the song, in some cases it was like letting a song just happen.
Sure.
And it would naturally fall into one of those themes, or some of them were, you know, I would approach it with the intention of, okay, I want to play with, you know, something to do with the Francesca de Rimini, you know, from Canto, I think it's Canto 5, is where he is confronted by this hurricane, you know, in hell. So sometimes it would be like, I really want to touch on this moment, or I want to touch on this theme, and there was stuff that hasn't been released yet, you know. It's like he crosses rivers a lot of the time.
Vertains.
Yeah, exactly, and there's like a bunch of rivers in hell in Greek mythology that Dante plays with. And so, yeah, so there's like, sometimes it was a case of like, I want to play with this. And sometimes it was a case of, you know what, this song just came, but it fits into the theme naturally.
Sure.
Of violence or greed or, you know, whatever, gluttony.
Did any start as one circle and morph into another circle, or?
I think possibly, there was 1 or 2 that could have been greed or violence. Songs like Empire Now, you know, which were kind of when you're talking about Empire, I suppose 2 sides of the same coin, but yeah, so a little bit, not too much,
sure.
Not too much.
Gotcha. This next question I have is mostly for me and my friends. Have you ever heard of the Hozier is an honorary lesbian phenomenon?
I have once or twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
As a lesbian, I'm very curious. How do you feel about it?
I mean, I'm honored. I don't feel necessarily, I'm not sure what I did to deserve the honor. But,
sure.
I feel honored. Yeah.
I think it's due to the emotional depth that you show in your music that not a lot of men really get in touch with, I feel like. Maybe how you write about your relationships and particularly like your intimacy with women. I think it's like on a higher plane than men typically engage with, I think, and that really aligns with like the lesbian experience.
Oh, that's cool.
So, welcome to the community. Happy Pride Month.
Thank you. Yeah, happy Pride Month. Oh my goodness, yeah.
Oh, of course. Okay, I've got one last question. I know your Irish heritage is very important to you, and when I was trying to bridge the gap from Ireland to Indiana, I looked up to see if there were any corn-based Irish dishes. And I really couldn't find any other than like corned beef.
Yeah. And
so do you have any?
Corned beef is really more of an American, it's more of maybe it's an Irish American thing.
Sure.
But corn never naturally grew in Ireland.
Okay,
So
I saw they were the largest importer of corn.
yeah. And probably, yeah. I won't go into it, but yeah, corned beef.
Oh, I mean, get on your soapbox about corned beef if you need to.
No, I actually don't think I've ever tried corned beef. Maybe salmon.
I'm not sure if I have.
Yeah. So corn, what was the question? Was it about like recipes?
Are there any Irish corn dishes?
I don't believe there's corn dishes. Is corn a big Indian?
Huge. I mean, did you drive or did you fly?
I drove.
Okay.
It was an overnight drive.
Gotcha. Oh, well, yeah, you wouldn't have seen, but flat, corn, all the way down.
Okay.
100% of the time. Yeah.
In corn country. I mean, I love corn. You know? I love it, to be fair. And I think it's, I also love, I love the, bourbon is obviously starts with corn. You know,
Yeah.
It's a very, very different drink by the end than whiskey, an Irish whiskey. But I can't think of corn dishes that work.
I was so shocked that I couldn't find any at all, but it makes sense if they don't grow it there.
Yeah, at least not natively. You know
Sure.
what I mean? Yeah, I think as a kid I remember seeing 1 or 2 cornfields. It's a rare crop. You know what I mean?
Gotcha, for sure. Oh man, thank you so much for talking to me.
Pleasure.
This has been Jerica on 995 ZPL.